Welcome back to YouTube How To. I am your guide, Andrea G, and on this channel I teach you how to grow your audience and your income faster with the power of YouTube. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 clever and genius hacks to help you grow from 0 YouTube subscribers. 4 things that you need to be doing in order to have a successful channel. And by successful, I mean actually making some money with your YouTube efforts. If you're brand new here, my largest channel is Andrea G Cleaning. It is currently making over $200,000 per year with straight Google AdSense revenue. It's at 261,000 subscribers. So if you are looking to learn from somebody that has built a channel outside of YouTube growth related stuff, then you are exactly in the right place. And at the end of this video, I do have a special free gift for you to help support you even more on your YouTube growth journey. And if you stay to number 4, I want to know if you are guilty of this as well, because I absolutely was. In fact, I recently interviewed almost 15 people much like yourself, and they had no idea. They did not have an answer to this question right here. And if we're not friends on Instagram, make sure you come on over and say hello to Andrea G & Co. I share all the behind the scenes of building this business right here, from book proposal writing, securing an agent, podcast pitching, all the things outside of growing a YouTube channel. Let's start with number 1 right here. To grow a successful YouTube channel with 0 subscribers to 100,000 or 1 million or whatever your heart desires is focus. Focus, focus, focus. This is one of the key differences between myself and the peers that I started with when I first started doing YouTube about 2.5 years ago, is focus. Many of my peers were here, there, on Reels, Shorts, blogging, doing this, doing that, doing all the other things to try to grow a business. But the problem is when you are everywhere, it's very difficult to master one thing. Think of yourself if you play like a particular sport. You're not gonna go out and start playing volleyball, basketball, gymnastics, golf, tennis, and then try to master all 5 of those sports and expect to be really good at any one of those things, right? No, 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 no. Let's bring it back to a very specific business example. You may have heard of Sarah Blakely. She's the billionaire that invented Spanx. What did she start with when she built her business? Spanx, 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 and only Spanx. That's it. That's all she did. But Spanx is well grown beyond the things that keep everything nice tucked in there. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, what did he start with? Books, books, and only books. That's all that Amazon started with. But think of where Amazon is today. You need to not only get laser focused on growing your YouTube channel, but you need to get laser focused on the thing that you are talking about in your YouTube channel. What specific problem are you solving? Now you may be saying to yourself, Andrea Jean, there's so many different things that I'm interested in. I don't know how to laser my focus. I don't know what to zone in on. I don't know what particular problem to solve. And I totally get that. Totally understand that. I was there too. One thing to take into consideration is this: your business is not your life. So just because you have an interest in health and fitness or macrameing or puzzles or breeding books, by the way, this is a very good book I'll be talking about in a future video, does not mean that needs to be your business. So when you think of it that way, it will help you narrow things in a little bit more. Number 2, your thumbnails have to stand out. They cannot be boring. There are 2 types of contents typically on the YouTube platform that perform well. Content that shocks and awes, and content that is information based. You're teaching somebody how to do something very specific. People are inclined to stay to the end of those videos because they want to learn how to do the specific thing that they were searching for to begin with. This book right here is so good. The power of a hook point. Your thumbnails have to hook people in. You have to grab their attention. You have to evoke some level of curiosity. A lot of times, the weirder, the better when it comes to thumbnails. I want you to run a little experiment on yourself for the next week. I want you to really pay attention on the types of videos that you click on and why. Why are you inclined to click on that video over something else that was suggested by YouTube, or if you're on your desktop computer, what comes up on your home page? Analyze your own behavior. The other thing when it comes to thumbnails, bold is better. Most people are viewing YouTube videos from their mobile device, their smartphone. So you need to make sure that that font is bold if you are using text, and you have to make sure that it is standing out. If it looks itty bitty on your phone, guess what? It's gonna look itty bitty to somebody else, and people are not gonna spend time to try to read font or text that they can't decipher. By the way, my Amazon book list I will have linked in the description box below in case you are wondering what other books that I read besides these two right here. Before we get into number 3 right here, genius hacks to help you grow your YouTube channel from 0 subscribers. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I can reach more people. Number 3, you either need to be all in or all out when it comes to growing your YouTube channel. You can't kinda do YouTube, especially when you are first starting. Yeah, like for me on my cleaning channel, I've been doing YouTube. I know it for over 2.5 years. I've had success. I've been making the type of money that I wanted to. It's growing at the rate that I want to. Yeah, I can kinda do YouTube. I can miss uploading. I could stop uploading for an entire month if I wanted to, and things would be just fine. The trajectory of the channel would continue to grow. Yes, it would slow slightly as if I was uploading on a more consistent and regular basis, but it's still gonna continue to make money and have an audience that's growing. So if you want to grow a YouTube channel, which by the way, I think is one of the best things, maybe the best thing that you can do for your online business, your business, is build and grow a successful YouTube channel, because it works for you all day long. You don't need to worry about paid advertising. You don't need to worry about having to be on Instagram for hours on end, trying to get your next client, trying to get people to like your account, but like doing all that gamey stuff. Like, do not waste your time doing that. I digress. But if you want to grow on YouTube, you have to be all in. You have to be committed. You have to be dedicated. If you want to get better at basketball, what do you need to do? You need to play basketball every single day, if at all possible. You need to be thinking about good basketball plays. How can you improve your game? What's performing well? What thumbnails are getting clicked? How can I increase my audience retention? What is the 1% thing that I could do to make what I'm creating even better for my customer, follower, subscriber, client, whatever you want to call? How can you get better? And you can only get better unless you put your focus and attention on the one thing that you want to get better. You will not improve your YouTube game if you're spending the majority of your time on Instagram Reels. You will not improve your YouTube game if you are spending a bulk of your time opening and closing your email. What other things do we get distracted with? Watching lots of YouTube videos? Yeah, it's gonna be hard to grow your YouTube channel when you're consuming the majority of the time. So since you, my friend, I know you are all in, what is the next step? I paid attention to people who actually were making money with their YouTube channel, not just people that look like that they were making money, and not just people who had all of these followers and subscribers. You would think that they're making more money, but chances are oftentimes, more often than not, they aren't actually making that much money with all those followers and subscribers, because they have not set up their YouTube channel in a very strategic way. So I paid attention to people who really made money. And how do I know that they really made money? Because they showed. They showed, whether on their podcast or through their YouTube channel, where their revenue streams were coming from and how they got there. They didn't just look the part, they actually showed. And I said, okay, they are doing something right, because if they are making money in their business and people continue to come back to their business, I want to pay attention to what it is that they are doing. And I'm going to get out of my own way, and I'm going to figure out a way to use my own gifts and talents to serve my audience in a way that's already been proven. And I know I got to repeat this. This goes without saying, because I was under this impression too. More followers, more subscribers on your YouTube channel does not necessarily mean that you are making more money. Let's talk about number 4, shall we? Have an income plan. Yes, have an income plan. How are you going to make money with YouTube? I have interviewed several people much like yourself and asked them, how do you plan to make money with your YouTube channel? And very rarely does anyone have an answer for that. Me, myself, when I was sitting across in your shoes 2.5 years ago, I didn't really understand how I was gonna make money with YouTube. I thought I would just grow a bunch of followers, get a bunch of subscribers, and then cross my fingers and hope that I made some money. That is the wrong way to go about growing your YouTube channel, not only your audience, but your income. So I'm gonna link a video in the description box below about 5 proven ways that you can make money with your YouTube channel efforts. I don't want you just to make all this content and put all this effort in and be super consistent with your YouTube channel, and a year pass and you're saying to yourself, I am not actually making any money doing what I'm doing. Most people just throw videos up and hope that they make a little bit of money with the Google AdSense program, and that is not the way to go about doing it. The days of being an influencer where you just vlog your life and plop the camera in front of your face and talk and hope that people find interest in that are gone. People want real problems solved in their lives, or they want to be wildly entertained. This is why, if you are not familiar with Mr. Beast, he has millions of followers. Well, of course he has millions of followers because he's doing this crazy off-the-wall stuff. So if you're not into that, it's going to be key. It's going to be imperative. It's going to be so important for you in your YouTube journey to solve a particular problem for a particular type of person. And when you break it down, that's truly what business is. YouTube is a business. You have a problem and the business solves that problem. I know it seems so simple, but if you can really break it down to that, you will have success beyond your wildest dreams with your YouTube channel. YouTube is the second largest search engine. People are going there to figure out how to do certain things, and because they want to learn how to do certain things, they're more likely to stay till the end of your videos. And because all of your YouTube channel content is centralized around helping a specific type of person in a particular area in their life, they're more likely to watch more of your content. It is a foolproof way to grow your YouTube channel. So let me ask you, what would you prefer? To have 14,000 subscribers generating over $1 million a year, or have 100,000 subscribers generating maybe $5,000 a month with a Google AdSense program? You get to decide how much money you make with YouTube and how you are gonna make that money. So when you are starting YouTube, or maybe you've been on this YouTube journey for a while here, really lay out, okay, how am I gonna make money with what I'm doing? You wouldn't show up to a job interview and just cross your fingers and hope that they pay you for showing up for 40 hours a week, you know, not calling in sick a ton. You just wouldn't do that. And so YouTube should be no different. So identify your income plan. This entire channel is all about teaching you to work smarter rather than harder when it comes to not only growing your YouTube channel, but a successful online business that actually makes money. And in the description box below, I do have a free gift for you to help support you with what I talked about here today. My number one goal is to see you succeed. So if you are saying to yourself, heck yes, Andrea, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Check out the videos in the description box below, and I will see you, my friend, in the next one.